What's up, Gunpla modelers? This is Strider Prime, bringing you a new edition of Gundam Customs. And today I am going to build this kit. The 1/44 scale high grade MS-09F Trop Dom Tropen from the Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn animated series. Now, we all know what the Tropen looks like. We've seen it before. And it was it originally came out in 0083 Stardust Memories during the battle where they were trying to capture GPO2. It was a different color version, but this one's more this is more of the sandy color version. And then, of course, with Unicorn, Episode 4, you could say, which was the battle of during the Battle of Torrington, we got this another variant of the Tropen that was shown in the anime. Now, I got this kit at Image Anime many years ago, and I got it at their new store when they moved. Don't know if they're still there. I hope they're still open in business, because in this time, in this day and age with what's going on, I hope nothing for the best for him and all the other stores that are trying to survive. But they had this at the store, and I said, oh, I really like the Tropen, and I said, let me get myself a P-Bandai, because they had a lot of P-Bandais at the store at the time. Now, I'm not going to paint this guy. I will prepare it for painting, but I am not going to paint it because this will interrupt me in the process of building another kit. And that is, of course, making the 1/100 scale Dom and converting it into the Dom Tropen. I'm going to be using this kit as a point of reference to that kit, so that way I can know where to work with. But I want to see it, firsthand here on my table, and then that way allow me to work with what I got. I picked this up at the store for 40 bucks at the time. Came out in 2017. Now, I could have easily bought the cheaper one. Yeah, I know. But I was at the store, so whatever. All I know is, if I'm not mistaken, the only thing that's different between this kit and the original Dom Tropen kits is the grenades that the rocket grenades that he throws up in the air and throws it at the mobile suits during the battle. There's no other images around here. It says here 1,700 yen, obviously, but with getting here to the States, it was a little more expensive. Alright, so we have the legs, parts of the feet. There's the head part. Right here. So here's the unique hands that has the two grenades. It's two pieces, so it's only the left hand polycast here. We have the parts that make up the bazooka, the machine gun, the Stonefaust. You have 4 of these. Then we have the parts that make up the legs and the arms, feet, waist unit, some parts for the legs. Yeah, this is unique right there. Some stickers here. Interesting. You get 2 of these, and then you get a sticker for the mono-eye. Oh, so you got a sticker that goes, oh my god. Ew. Then we have the parts of the interfering parts, the charcoal parts. Is there's the parts for the hand. That has to be the parts for the thrusters. Oh wow, that's a great hand. And then we have the chest part, feet, back skirt armor, shoulder. So, and we have the instructions. Put this back here. Let me adjust this a bit so we can see the whole thing. Now, even though the model kit came out in 2017, this kit came out in 2002, 3 years after the master grade version of the regular Dom. And here are the extra instructions that comes with it. So we have, I believe, a different part of the knees, which technically speaking looks almost identical to the original kit. Maybe a different hand, or I don't know what that means right there. Please assemble part 2, 6, part 12, 13, 14, 16 in reference to the guide, as the assembly procedures differ slightly than the original instruction manuals. So this is the part of the arm where you can either have the open hand, a closed fist, which probably holds a weapon of some sort, or the actual grenades itself. And then we have the part of the chest, some detail parts there, and then we have the head part assembly. So there are stickers there. So what's so different between this and this? Let me look at this. Number 2, I don't see no difference. So it could be the parts where it has a different color tone. That could be a possibility. Number 6 is the other part of the leg, so it's no big deal. Number 12. Well, I'm not gonna go through that. So we have the assembly of the legs, the assembly of the shoulders and the arms. We have the assembly of the hands and the arms and the hands. Of course, that's the most notable difference, is the grenades. We have the assembly of the waist unit and the chest, and then we have the assembly of the weaponry, and then we have final assembly, putting it all together. This is of course what the kit looks like fully assembled. Good detail on this. That's the one thing I really like about I love the artwork for this. This is actually one of my favorite artworks. And then here's the paint guide, which definitely we needed this, because this way I can use this as a point of reference to the other kit. We do have brown, we do have tan, we do have a light bluish tone. We have a, can't tell what that is. Could be a charcoal, could be a bluish charcoal tone right there, and we have the red, which is basically the head visor itself. That's the only part that's red. But yeah, this is nice. Let's put this guy together and see how it looks. Alright, we're going to begin building this kit, starting with the legs. That's what's the first thing that says on the instructions. Not doing nothing fancy like I normally do. I said, you know what, just put the parts in there and start building it. But we're going to do this slowly and surely and make sure we get it all right. Remember, the purpose of building this is not because of I want to, it's just because I want. Well, that's not what I'm trying to say, sorry. Purpose of building this is so that way I can see firsthand how this kit will look compared to a 1/100 scale version. So first up, we're going to need this poly cap here and this one here. Now this one is okay, so I just gotta remember the orientation here. Okay, so I need that. Go through here, like so. The other one, whoops, goes through here, but in the opposite direction. And then we remove this polycap goes here, goes down, and we put these two together. Now, before I seal them up, I'm going to do a little bit. I'm going to put a little glue on, so that way it's on permanent. Alright, so we have this part here. Oh, this is letter F. Here it is. Facing up. If I'm not mistaken, it's in this position and it's here. Followed by these two parts here. So far I'm kind of digging this where I don't have to worry about taking things apart, because this one, that way when I glue this on it won't come off and then I can paint it as a whole. I'm also running out of thin cement. I'm gonna have to buy more. You know, somebody was jokingly saying, why would you buy the orange cap of the thick cement? And think about this though. There are parts that will need it that you don't have to worry about it messing up the part or the kit, because a thick cement here will be great because it will melt the plastic a little bit better, and then you could sand it off later on. It does dry off a little too fast, unfortunately. I had this bottle of Mr. Cement Deluxe, which was very thick also, but it is so thick it's kind of hard to get to it. I'm gonna have to like bend it around and see if I can grab a little bit of it. I mean, this is more almost like a syrup. I don't know how I can actually thin it out a bit. Maybe somebody can give me some pointers there. Alright, so that part is done. We have this part, the detail, which, interestingly enough, when I looked at the instructions here for this kit and the Dom Tropen instructions from the Unicorn, they're basically the same instructions. There's nothing new, nothing different. It just says put it in an angle and you're done. Oh, there it is. So, yeah, the only thing you're getting is the stupid hands. So you're paying, I would say, $10 more for the hands. I don't know. Can't think of my math conversion right there. Okay, there's this part here that needs to be sanded down. Pulling out this you know, the sanding sponge type thing. Sanding stick, that's a sponge. But I'm going to use this one, the 400 God Hands. Just to get these markings off here. Like I said before, I am painting this, but not now, of course. This will be just painted, built, and then once if I can squeeze painting during the paint job of the Master Grade Dom, that'll be great. But if not, it will be reserved for another date. It just so happens I have a lot of high grade kits that I have never painted. They've just been built, and I was thinking of taking my time painting them and doing just a standard like day worth of painting kits that's already been built. Alright, so that is connected. And oop, get in there. Get it in there. There we go. That is connected. Alright, so the last parts would be the feet. Another polycap. Letter C is in Charlie. Right here. And then, oops, nope, this one goes first. This one goes on top of this, like so. We have this part that goes like this. Actually, hold on. It's a little tough to put in there, but once it's there, it's going to be hard to get out. Let me just glue this guy in also. Okay, and that goes there, and then this goes here, and then this part goes there, like that. Alright, whoops. The legs of the high-grade Dom Tropen are now complete. Good detail. Yeah, really nice. Very nice. Okay, let's now move on to the next part of the build. Next up is going to be the arms of the high-grade Dom Tropen. Just removing the remaining parts from here and sanding down parts that I know is going to bother me later on. But let me get rid of it regardless of the case. There we go. Oh, so I'm going to go back from the previous video. I think I discovered the reasons why this instructions is necessary. So, in the original instructions, these parts here, right here, these are the F parts. No, sorry, yeah, F parts. So F2 and 3 for the joints. But in the new parts, the C parts is basically a darker color. So it's basically the charcoal color instead of the tan color. Alright, so I didn't realize that. Another part is the hands, which I thought maybe it was a different part of the hands, but in reality, it's a sticker that you have to put over it. So you got to make that beige. We already know about this, and I believe there's a sticker for this, so that's new. And there's some stickers there as well. So that's and of course here. So that's the only difference that I've seen from this new kit compared to the original kit. So yeah, if somebody's like ready to type in on the keyboard saying, "Dude, it's because of this," I realize it. Sorry about that. Moving along. M for Mary. There we go. I'm going to need that, and I know I'm going to need that in a minute, so let's put that over here. Put this M part. Put that there. Close it up. That's good. These parts here, by the way, be extremely careful when handling them. I'll explain that in a moment. First we'll need this little poly cap that goes right in there. and right here. So you may be inclined to start snipping off extra plastic, and then you'll notice this little part here and this little part here. Don't snip those off. If you do, you're going to have a... they're meant to hold in to the main arm itself. So be very, very careful with that. Let's make sure I get the right orientation. I believe that's it. There you go. And then there's the part for the hand joint, which I think I removed. Yep, there it is. And that goes into the other part. Now, this is where I kind of cringed a bit when I realized that if you put this on together, I mean, it'll stay into play. The problem is, though, that's a good detail for panel line separations and all that stuff. This is not, and clearly I'm going to have to glue this and all that stuff, but then this part, I can't paint it separate, so I have to commit to it, regardless of the case. Didn't realize that, but what are you going to do? And we're going to take this part, take this, slide it in there, like so. This I'm going to be able to remove and sand down the part. But then this will go right through there. And then we have the hand with a thumb. Goes right through there. And then you have this part that goes through here. We'll explore the other hand with the two grenades later on. So that completes this part of the arm. But we also have these, and this is the shoulder parts, which of course, let me do it here first. Let's put that there. Come on, get in there. Yeah, you gotta be very careful with this. Very careful. Jesus, doesn't want to go in. Wow, this thing is tough. And I know it's the right one, can't be the wrong one. Holy crap, that was tough. Doing another squeeze. There we go. Now it's squeezing in there. The same holds true for these two guys. Which at first, when I looked at this, I thought, don't tell me there's a seam line there. I haven't checked the shoulder again, but I believe there's no seam line there. And if there was, I'm sanding the whole thing down. There we go. Just make sure it bleeds out a little bit of the glue. There we go. I'm going to put this on for now. Yeah, the only thing I have to worry about is the sanding of all this here, which I'm going to put a little bit of glue on this, and the lip here. But I got to be very careful how I do this because I don't want to screw up the design. Alright, so the arms of the Dom Tropen are done. I don't know if I can do this. There we go. They're done. What do you think of that? Alright, let's move on to the next part of the build.